believer. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints and rock. We earn 30 years.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. We got to get the ball. Do you get the ball right here? Let's go.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Off the bootleg. Gardner. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Let's get them home. Under 10. Under 10. Keep it up.
On first down, Gardner lets this one rip toward Graham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Gardner. Open man is Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw here's incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great...
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Got it. 15, Mike, 15. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still go.
On first down, it's Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40. A big play there for Indy. 46 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Looking to throw. Cruz. That one complete to Hill. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the Titans' 9-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
No chance. Ready, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mike Ford in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down, Gardner. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Gardner. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
61, matchbox, right.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Lets this one rip toward Graham, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to throw. Gardner. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Seven, our score after one. To throw on 3rd down. Gardner into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Get that quarterback.
Now Cruz to throw on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, switch. Scene 6. Let's go, Mike 50. Jet.
2nd and 1. Sliding out of the pocket. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 70 in. Tight end to the right, boy, tight end to the right. Move. 4 down, sit.
Cruz now on 1st and 10, looking for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Tucson.
3 butt.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he takes it in for a Colts score. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Gardner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Looking to throw. Gardner, he's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Back to throw. Gardner, incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Cruz looking to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Off play action. Cruz. And the pressure gets to him again. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brian Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line. Spinning away.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch it.
Looking to throw. Gardner. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Check 24, check 24. Wow. Thing on the slot, thing on the slot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Begin.
Cruz, a final shot before break. He's going to rifle one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
4 down.
He's coming. We got double up.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now Cruz to throw on 3rd down. He finds Taylor, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They got 29 yards that time.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Everyone got 4.
They'll run with Taylor. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Gardner. He finds Beckham, complete. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
First down, Titans, gain of 12.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing with nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Mike 96, Mike 96. Here we go.
Back to throw. Gardner. That one complete to Anderson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And 3 yards there. Takes him to the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go, here we go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Put that team on the bus. Nice 7, let's go. Minus 50. Hey, pick it up, defense.
On third down, Cruz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Looking to throw. Gardner. And Graham's got it. Complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Titans first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Take off.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off with great anticipation. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Blue down. Mike, 53.
2nd and 13. On the move to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
Ready.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
That's the way.
Scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a give right side. Taylor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gardner. It's caught by OBJ. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Colts 14-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction and when they try.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations,
and they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback sneaks. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working.